Today, guys, we have a full tour of the turbo diesel build. So, first, we have the diesel engine, which is pretty easy to mount. You just gotta, you gotta shift it over because this engine plate right here, the face plate, is a lot wider than a normal because it has an extra cam lobe. And then for the exhaust, I just welded up this thing. Don't bother commenting about my beautiful welds. That broke right here, so I just put a bolt through and it works fine. And then we also have a second mount right here for the exhaust, just to lower the risk of breaking these bolts even more. And it's just a bunch of bicycle frame tube, as you can tell by the mongoose. And it goes all the way to the front, right there, and then goes straight up to right about up here. It goes straight up to the underside of the turbo, and then it spins the turbine in here and shoots right out the exhaust. And then for the intake, we have this nice air filter, which I'll take off in a little bit, but it goes through down to here. I have, to seal everything up, I have hose clamps and some electrical tape, and it's enough for it to stop the engine if I cover the intake of the turbo, which means it's able to make boost. This is just, I don't know what size PVC, but it's PVC, and it goes a right angle straight back to where it comes back here. As you can see, electrical tape and hose clamps work straight. I bent this PVC to go straight up into this intake, which I made with some beautiful welds, somehow airtight, I don't know how, and straight into the engine. So this is a diesel. We got fuel injection, which helps with the turbo since I don't have the carburetor set up. Here's the decompression lever. That's how you start it, and you can kill it with that too. For the oil system, we have this gas tank. It leaks a little bit of oil. I don't know where it's coming from. I think it's coming from this clamp right here, but we have the oil coming out underneath this tank. It goes through into the pump. It's just a 12-volt fuel pump for like a lawnmower. It goes up and around. And then we have it go up to this filter. I think it might be leaking from the filter too. I gotta redo a lot of this. It converts to this braided line and then straight into the top. This is a smaller turbo, and I wanted to fit the, I couldn't find any small converters for this this hose line, so this is what I got. It's an oil restrictor, and then it goes through the turbo and then straight out the bottom, which I tried to keep it. It went from the braided line to this rubber fuel line, and it goes into here through the top of this cap, and then back into the oil reservoir, which works great. Then for the electronics, we just run in a 12-volt battery charging right now, and it just connects with these. It goes down to a voltage reducer, which if I turn the switch on, and then I can change the voltage. If I'm getting too much oil, you'll see oil spewing out the exhaust. And then it just goes directly to the pump back down there. And then we have some lights, which is just controlled by this switch, but nothing's plugged in right now. There's the front bumper. That's pretty much it. For the speed, I'm using a very large clutch. So I'm hitting about 36 miles an hour with some 35 chain. We're running drum brakes. They're not good, but they're good enough for what I need. I just installed this tow hitch right here because I got a trailer for it. That's pretty much it. Here's a look at the exhaust. goes straight out this. It's a pretty cool setup. I hope to modify it a little bit better because it doesn't look the greatest. I gotta paint some stuff and whatnot, but it's a work in progress. Hopefully I can get another turbo sitting right here with this one, but that's for future. Here's the inside. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a turbine. Pretty nice in there. And that's pretty much it for the turbo build. I don't know if it makes enough boost to use the blow-off valve, but it does make turbo noises. I will add a turbo diesel clip right now.